Good morning, families, administrators, school committee members, and the class of 2025. A few months ago, I had one of those days, the kind we've all had. My alarm didn't go off, I hated my outfit, I had a test I wasn't prepared for, I dropped my favorite class from my schedule, and on top of it all, I had a track practice with a terrifying workout waiting for me. By the end of the day, all I wanted to do was to collapse into my bed and try again tomorrow. So I skipped practice and I drove home. But when I reached the intersection of Washington and Chapman, right by Cassie's, I paused. I took a deep breath. I got into the left lane, turned my wheel, and started heading back to the high school. In that moment, turning around, making that U-turn, didn't seem significant. But now I know it was. Because what I did in that instant wasn't about going back to practice. It was about deciding to show up when no one was watching. It was about choosing growth, even when failure felt more comfortable. At that moment, I remembered something Coach Hughes had told me my freshman year on a day just like that. He said, "Progress isn't made on the days when you feel like showing up, and you do. It's the days where you don't want to, where you just want to go back to sleep. Those days, where you show up anyway, make the difference." This has stuck with me for the past 4 years. It stuck through every difficult day in the weight room, every test I bombed, every time I felt like driving straight home and giving up. At practice that same day, I showed up. And guess what? I was horrible. I ran my slowest, but I didn't regret it. You can't regret something you failed at, but you can if you don't at least try. And I know I'm not the only one who's heard something like this. Something small, but true, that hits you hard and stays with you. Something said by someone who saw potential in you, who took the time to care. That is what this school and our community is built on. That cold afternoon, sitting alone in my car at the Washington Street light, no one was in my passenger seat telling me to turn around. And 4 years ago, I would have gone home. But that day I didn't. Because what I've learned at Canton High School, above all else, above deriving a function or writing a well-structured essay, is this. The moments that feel like failure are often the ones that teach you who you really are. And sometimes those moments are the ones that quietly change your direction. Throughout the last 4 years, I've spent a lot of my time in strength and conditioning. Through hundreds of reps, failures, PRs, and successes, I've learned that failure is necessary for growth. And perseverance is vital to success. I was shown that what's important is showing up for yourself repeatedly, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Whether it's in the gym, in the classroom, on stage, or behind a camera, it's those unglamorous, quiet moments that shape us. I stumbled upon a realization each time I failed, each time I picked up a weight I could lift yesterday and all of a sudden it was too heavy. No one is going to show up for you. So go when you're tired. Go when you don't want to. Because what if that day is the one that makes all the difference? What if that day you decide to make a U-turn and it leads you exactly where you need to be? Even on the days I felt like quitting, it was the people around me, my teammates, my teachers, my friends, my family, who kept my spirits high, who helped me to course correct when I was lost, who reminded me to turn around even when I didn't know I needed to. Those who ride shotgun in our lives, even when we didn't notice. That's our community. Those are the people that remind us to make that U-turn. Class of 2025, as we embark on a new chapter in our lives, close your eyes and take a few seconds to think about who it is in your lives that got you here today. For many of you, it's your parents, siblings, friends, counselors, teachers, coaches, religious leaders, grandparents, cousins. For me, it's my 2 brothers and sister who have taught me everything I know. It's my cousin Lucy, who also graduates today, who has shown me how beautiful life can be. My parents, who have demonstrated a far more intricate version of love than what it says in a dictionary. My grandparents, who have encouraged me to conquer my dreams. And is also my friends, teachers, mentors in this community who make learning fun, bring out my true laughter, and show me what it means to be the best version of myself. And now, it is our job to carry forward what they have shown us. We take the wheel down new roads that we haven't seen before. They aren't the same streets we drive to school every day, the same speed bumps on Reynolds Street that we have learned to avoid at all costs. These streets have dead ends that we might need to turn around in, new twists and turns, potholes, bigger speed bumps, and smaller ones too. Possibly scary, but also exciting. Take a moment to be proud of yourself and all that you have accomplished. Think about the journey that got you here, the failures, the people that helped you succeed. That journey may include failed quizzes, losing a tournament game, disagreeing with a friend, or if you're on student council, hosting a movie night that only gets one attendee. However, without all that, we wouldn't be able to celebrate the incredible members of the class of 2025 who graduate today literate in multiple languages, bound for Ivy League campuses, proudly wearing silver cords in recognition of their dedication to community service, student athletes continuing their passion at the collegiate level, musicians dropping original tracks on Spotify, visual artists earning national acclaim for their creativity, classmates who balanced AP classes with part-time jobs and late-night shifts, quiet leaders who lifted up others with kindness, not credit, those who conquered personal battles just across this stage, and the everyday champions, the ones who showed up, stayed in the game, and kept going, even when it was hard. Success isn't always a headline or a medal. Sometimes it's just getting here. And today, we all did that. You might be sitting next to your childhood best friend, or someone whose name you only learned this year. However close you are, I promise you this: you're not alone. Some of us are off to college, some are joining the military, learning a trade, heading to the workforce, or taking some time to breathe and figure it out. If the road feels unclear, it's okay. If you find yourself heading in the wrong direction, it's okay. We are ready. We are ready because this school gave us a space to fail, to turn around, to try again. U-turns exist for a reason. It's not about staying on the perfect path. It's about learning from the journey. Even if that turn brings you right back to where you started, that journey guarantees growth. I hope today you feel grateful for the community that brought us to this point. I hope you feel excited for everything ahead, and most of all, proud to be a Canton Bulldog. Take our Bulldog pride and spread it to the communities that you conquer next, all the way from Harvard to UCLA, the University of Tampa to the University of Maine. Remember as we leave here today for one of the last times, all that you have accomplished and all of the people that have helped you get here. And when you face that moment, because it will come, when you're tired, overwhelmed, and ready to turn back, remember the U-turn. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just try. Don't throw away the test that you failed. Hang it next to the A+ and take pride, deep Bulldog pride, in every twist, every turn, and every mile of the journey that brought you here. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it!